the time of the Ankh, or the flooding of the Nile, the purpose of his boat was to take him from the terrestrial Nile, that means Khufu, from the terrestrial Nile to the celestial Nile. Only during the time of the flooding of the Nile, during the time of the Ankh. And it was for the spiritual Netarus. Now, what are Netarus? Netarus are spiritual divinities. That would be equivalent to us saying angels today. Okay? So all these various Netarus perform the function for the one great monotheistic spiritual deity, just like we see in the Western world. You got Gabriel, you got Michael, you got all of these various angels performing various tasks for the one great God. So when I say spiritual Netarus, it stands for saying divinities. We're not talking about gods. That's what Europeans like to equate Kemet with. They were spiritual Netarus, and then you have monotheism, or one great God. Depending on what period it is, the vast time span of Kemet is so vast that you see that there are different names of the spiritual God at different periods of time. At this time, when the pyramids were built, it was Ptah. As I said, Ptah Tenet, that was the risen hill. Then we come down to the Middle Kingdom, it's Amen, 4,000 years ago. And go back during the time right after the top, forgotten rock. And then we come down to Akhenaten, who created Atlas. Okay, so we see a different spiritual deity. Now, let's look at the Bible. One point God is called El, another point God is called Elohim, another point God is called Yahweh. Is that polytheism? No. There's different names of God at different periods of time. So you had spiritual Netarus. In this case, it was the spiritual Netarus that took Khufu from the terrestrial Nile to the celestial Nile by moving these massive ores right here. And that was excavated right here from this spot right here. I mean, it blew their mind. So one mystery after another ancient Kemet, and they say there's still a lot of Kemet that's under the sand. They still have not been dug out. So let's head down this way, and we'll see the boat of Khufu. The model of it is what you're looking at right here, these little models. That's the model of the larger boat that you'll see upstairs.
How did they find it in 54?
Huh?
How did they find the site in 54?
They were doing excavations here. They were doing excavations. Yeah, huh?
Did you stumble upon it?
No, they're doing excavations around here all the time. Yeah, they're digging all the time. You see sites, archaeological teams from all over Europe, you know, digging. In this case, it was Mahmoud who excavated this site. So generally they see something where they run into granite stone, a crack or something in a hole. And then I think actually when they found that there was a hole, that they found there was something down in there, and they sent a little camera down in there and found that there was a boat, and that's when they started digging it out. But all these stones were on top of it. So they didn't want people
to discover it.
Yeah, to mess with it. Long before Christian boys, they had to sail.
Is this part off limits or?
Huh?
This part is off limits?
Oh yeah, this is there.
Oh, this is something?
At the largest boat of the ancient world.
That's beautiful, man.
The most breathtaking picture is up here.
Up here.
The breathtaking picture is up here.
Down a little lower, just so you can take a little peek.
Oh, you can go up there.
Oh, yeah, there's steps up there.
You can go up higher and look at it too. All right, hotel brothers and sisters.
Hotel.
You're looking at the oldest boat in the world. Not only is it the oldest boat in the world, but it's the biggest boat of the ancient world, of ancient Kemet. As I said, this boat was excavated downstairs in 1954, and it was dismantled of 1,200 pieces. When they put this boat back together, they realized they had no nails. The whole boat was put together through ropes. Look at the ropes.
Wow.
They found that by putting the boat together through ropes, as the ropes would start to pull together, then also the cedar wood would expand, literally pulling the boat together by the ropes that you see right here. As I said before, now look at those oars. Now, what man could take control of one of those oars? That means those oars were for the spiritual Netaroos. To take Khufu back to the terrestrial Nile, from the terrestrial Nile, the earthly Nile, to the celestial Nile. The celestial Nile being the Milky Way. Why would he want to make this journey? Making this journey because in the spiritual system of Kemet, everything was around the spiritual mother and father. The spiritual mother and father being Asar and Aset. In this particular case, the constellation of Orion represented Asar. So he wanted to go back to the constellation of Orion because the constellation of Orion represented his spiritual resurrection. It was Asar, who was the spiritual netter of the spiritual realm, of the afterlife. He's the one that judged you in the afterlife, always holding the Heka Ankh. That means the Heka and the Ankh will come over this way so people can walk through. We'll go back this way, and that way they won't be disrupted with others coming through. We'll stand back a little bit, leave a little opening for people other people are coming through. So again, the Netter Ankh. That means the new Ankh. So when we study the words of ancient Kemet and see the new Ankh, now we got to look at and see how this concept of Noah's Ark came to be. You can't find Noah's Ark nowhere. This boat is here. Was there a Noah's Ark story when this boat was created? No.
No.
Did Judaism exist when this boat was created?
No.
Was there an Adam and Eve story when this boat was created?
Nope.
These things did not exist yet when this was built. That's why now they're trying to tie biblical stories with ancient Kemet, because this is real history, real facts. You can't go nowhere in the world, especially you can't go to Jerusalem and find things older than what you see here. Here you see the proof, you see the facts. Many spiritual ideas, as we start to go along on our journey, I'm going to parallel these ideas. Like for instance, this one. Here's a case where Khufu, who built this great pyramid, he gave his Neter Hemp. Neter Hemp means divine wife. He being the Neter Hed, divine husband. See, we put divinity in our unity to go into eternity. He said, here's my Neter Hemp, a gold charm.